Park niggas know me. Curtbone, little homie. All days, yeah. Been a road.
I used to go into the jails at high school because one of my teammates' father was the CO of B2of4. And we used to bring teams in there. And my grandfather was a lifer, you know, and his name's Chop, you know, died about 8 years ago. And he knew a lot of the guys that was from DC. And so I just played in a coalition, and the guys that was locked up was like, man, tell Pop I said, what's up, man? I just go like, man, you know this guy? Go see him. Like, I would go see my grandfather like 5, 6 times every summer when I came home from the league. You know, just check on him, you know what I'm saying? And man, it was crazy. So we go into this B2of4, and first time playing against, you know, and going into a jail like really involved with all the inmates in that joint. I was like 16 years old, and had this dude named, you know, dude from my neighborhood named Terry Hosley, you know, been locked up for a long time, you know, been trained in school, didn't get locked up, but he was nice. And everybody wanted to see me go against Terry Hosley. The whole jail, like, 'cause Terry Hosley was that dog in B2of4. He was that man.
What's B2of4 for those who don't know?
B2of4 is like, it's a correctional center. Okay. You know, it's like a outhouse before you get sentenced, like the DOC. Like, it's like when you're ready to find your prison you're going to. You know what I'm saying? So I just go in there, man, and the whole jail was ready. Man, I swear, bro. And the first 3 or 4 minutes, I was a little nervous. Then my grandfather walked in the gym. And he looked at me and said, hey, man, you just play ball. These suckers ain't doing nothing to you, man. Do what you do. Let me see what you got. And I just went out there ever since then. That gave me, from that day on, but it's this real talk, that gave me my confidence I had the rest of my life.
That's your life.
That right there. My grandpa walked in there and said, hey, man, these dudes, these suckers ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. Let me see what you got. Because he really never, my grandfather never saw me play. He never saw me play. He just heard about, man, your grandson this, your grandson that. So that's how I was.
And that's powerful, man. Whenever I hear, I heard Mark Carter speak, I heard Michael Lloyd speak, Gary Neal speak, those 3 big, huge egos that can put it in the hole, right? But when your name come up, they say, man, Sam the one, man. Sam the bad motherfucker, man. That's who they looked at, man. How that make you feel when you hear them talk like that?
I think I earned that from them, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they challenged me all the time. You know, when I got to the pros and dump ball, Michael Lloyd and Dante Bright, they had, you know, they was upcoming, you know what I'm saying? So they wanted to test me, you know what I'm saying? So after every summer I came home with like, all right, let's go. Let's check it up. Outside, you know, I got the shell-headed Adidas on, cargo shorts on, take my T-shirt off. Let's go right now. Park my Benz on the side. Let's go right now. Line them up. Let's line up. Every last one of y'all, let's line up. You know what I'm saying? And
so you at one of them pros talking about, I don't play on the C-man, I don't play the ball, all that.
No. Anyway, let's line it up. You know, it was so funny when I got to the pros, man, and one of my dearest friends named Kenny Hooper, and people who know me, you know, and I say Kenny Hooper, you know, he used to stutter, and he used to go play ball, and he was pretty good, but he wasn't that good. You know, he's 5'5", so he's always talk a lot of trash, but he stutter. And man, people used to beat him, and he'd come back. I'd be laying on my grandmother's couch. He's just like, he's called me his son. Son, wake up. We gotta go up the street. We gotta bust these niggas' ass right now for me. Come on. I was like, who, Kenny? Who, Kenny? Man, you gotta come on. And he'd go up there, he'd be a guy who's supposed to be, you know, that dude in that neighborhood, you know? Supposed to be that dude in that neighborhood. And I just look at him like, man, this guy don't want to play me, man. He just don't want to play me, man. You know, they knew. They just knew, you know, not to be cocky, you know what I'm saying? But they knew, you know, they knew that, you know.
Right. And I missed 2 names earlier. I said Michael Lloyd and Mark Carter. What you think, why they didn't get a shot at NBA? What you think?
I just think that, you know, to make it for a long time in this league, you have to be able to do something exceptional.
Okay.
You know, you have to be able to do something exceptional. I just think that they did some things real good, not exceptional. I think when they didn't make it the first time or the second time, I think their psyche allowed them to give up, you know? you know, and I think that a lot of guys in Baltimore fall into that same trap. You know, they fail, you know, they fail again, and after the second time, it's over. You know, and that's not. I never want that to be me. You know, I failed a lot of times, but I struggled trying to get the SAT score, all that, man. I went to junior college. I went to a prep school for 2 or 3 months, man. And I just, on the court, I just dominated the prep school ranks. I went to junior college. I dominated the junior college ranks. So when it was time for me to go to college, you know, and I chose Florida State for only one reason.
Right, that was my question. What made you choose Florida State? That was going to be one of my questions for you.
Oh, it was easy. They was moving to the ACC conference.
So you knew at a young age, I need to get in the big conference. I need to be seen on TV.
I needed to play. I wanted to play against everybody from the DMV area. So that's where everybody that was from this area was going. Majority of the guys were going to ACC or the Big East. And I'm playing against all these AAU tournaments. And AAU basketball was nowhere near as big as it is now. But the tournaments, the big tournaments, you know, I never played with no other teams. I just played with the dudes from my neighborhood. I got invited to play for a bunch of teams, you know, around the country, like a bunch of teams. And
you stayed loyal to
I stayed loyal to my crew because I knew if I didn't go with them, it was trouble. It was trouble for them, you know what I'm saying? So we always placed, no matter where we went, you know what I'm saying? We always placed.
And that's probably one of the
first, maybe we didn't win it, but we didn't come in 12th and 13th place. It's like 3rd, 2nd, 4th, you know, we always placed. And we didn't have, you know, no high school All-Americans, but I was probably the highest ranking. I was basically an honorable mention high school All-American, you know. But
and when you went to Florida State, I know Coach Leonard Hamilton was down there, right? Hamilton,
no,
right?
I got down there with Pat Kennedy.
Did you ever play when he was down there?
No, I never played with Leonard Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
He was there. Leonard was there.
Pat Kennedy, Pat Kennedy. He ended up going here. Towson with the Towson.
With the Towson, with the DePaul, I did that Florida State, and Towson. Yep.
Oh, okay. But that's probably why, like you say, the community embrace you like that because you live, sleep, and breathe Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
I was always there. Like, even when I got to the pros, you know, I come around in the neighborhood, you know, I'm dolo, you know. No big car, you know, parking. It's Lower Sam from Marford to Main Street, you know what I'm saying? That's Lower Sam, you know.
What's the street?
Marford Avenue and Main Street, you know. Main Street's one of the East Baltimore drags where everybody come out, you know what I'm saying? You know, you wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and go around Main Street and it's going to be somebody on this.
Monument?
Monument.
What's the street where your man Mark Carter say you was up top?
Marford Avenue, yeah. I'm from, he's from, I think, the 900 block of Marford. I'm from 200 block of Marford.
Okay.
Same street, run through Miami Street, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this way, Marford Avenue and Miami Street come this way, you know? So anytime you want to see me, you know, if I came home from the pros and you want to see me at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm sitting on the corner with my boys right on Miami Street, just talking trash, you know, joking at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right. And Baltimore ball players, man, even if you talk to D.C. guys, New York guys, different guys, y'all got this reputation of gritty, tough, want it more. Like, what did that come from? I mean, because all the black cities got hood, so why do y'all got this reputation that y'all just want it more and gritty? Where did that come from?
Man, I just think it come from just, we was always smaller. Was always smaller. We never had like that 6'9" dominant, like Len Bias. We never had that kind of guy. You know, we never had a guy that, you know, 6'8", and jump out the gym, can shoot it, you know what I'm saying, handle it well enough to get a shot off. We never had that guy, so we had to, like, if we was playing against Len Bias, it'd be a guy like Glenn Stanley guarding Len Bias, you know? But the rest of us know we got to help him. We're going to have to help him. That's why we used to win so much in the coalition.
That makes sense.
We play team basketball. You're like, nah, we're going to defend you. We're going to defend you. We're going to score on you. We're going to defend you so much where you're going to take between legs. That's when the crossover was, you know, everybody had the crossover down in D.C., you know what I'm saying? And no one in Baltimore had that move. No one. Even though we was trying to work on it, you know, I can't do it, man. Kirk Lee couldn't do it. Muddle couldn't do it. Muggs didn't have it. None of us had it.
Nas ended up getting it. Nas later on under y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all won a lot because of that, but y'all also won a lot now because y'all was bringing the goddamn all-star team down there. Y'all putting everything on one team there.
We load up.
Don't leave that down. Y'all load up on us, man.
We had one team. Like it was like, you know, when the Baltimore team, like this is the first I heard the DC guys call us dudes. Baltimore dudes out there. The first time I was like, okay,
yeah. That's what they say, man. They say, man, it's 4 o'clock, man. You got it.
4 o'clock.
Baltimore Finals, man. 4 o'clock.
Finals.
Y'all got a motherfucking lead line with Reggie Lewis, Reggie Wynn. So they got a young dude. He never won the country. Dante Bright.
Yeah.
I said, God damn, these motherfuckers came in here loaded.
And when I got to the pros and playing the Urban Coalition and we used to play against John Battle and them, and I was like, man, boy, we gotta go at him. And we just like, we knew he was gonna score, but we said, listen, we gotta keep the pace going, and we're gonna defend everybody else. Let John get 45, 50, whatever we're gonna get, but we're gonna try to beat him by 10 to 12 points. And that's what we used to do with y'all at the times, you know. We were scrappy, man. We were just scrappy, you know. We had guys like little Ernie Hall, little Mutto, and me, and Kirkley, and Glenn Stanley, and that was our four right there.
Right. Yeah. I know for DC, like always, I'm talking about Baltimore all the way back from there all the way to your time. What's the name? I know some of the favorite dudes they talk about. They love the Graham boys with Ernie and his brother.
Kevin Graham.
Ernie,
Kevin.
And believe it or not, I think the second most popular dude that DC took to probably wasn't the most talented, but little Ernie Hall.
Oh, for real?
Man, he gonna pick you up 94.
He was just brutal. Like you understand? I watch Mutto. We call him Mutto. You know, I watched Mutto from 10th grade, 11th grade down Dunbar. Mutto went down Dunbar. Never played varsity.
Never
played varsity basketball. Never played varsity basketball.
So Urban was his varsity.
So
that was everything.
Mutto got better after he left Dunbar.
Right.
When Mutto went overseas and started playing basketball, came back and playing the CBA and the ABL, man, he got his shot together. He started lifting weights. He started taking care of his body. He made his body into a machine, you know? like he worked every day. People don't realize before 4 o'clock game in the Urban Coalition, he used to get up like 10 o'clock in the morning, run from Murphy Homes, where he lived at, to Drew Hill Park, got some shots up, jog back, you know, and wait to go to the game. Call me like, man, don't come late today, man. Don't start that bullshit. Come early, man. Come early. Like I said, I'll be there, man. But I've been out with my boys. We've been out partying. Saturday night was our night in Baltimore. We, out, all kind of clubs and partying. So I knew I wasn't coming to the game on time. They knew it. Kirkley never called me like, man, he'd be here at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
That's what he does. So I ain't worried about it. We're going to hold it down until he get there. Till he get there.
And Ernie Hall, I thought about him earlier when you made the statement about a lot of guys in Baltimore kind of get discouraged when they don't make it the first, second time. But I was thinking about him, he don't fit that bill. No. Like I done seen him in a lot of NBA camps, man, year after year after year, just keep on going back. And he got to the point, I was like, man, they using my man to get them dudes in shape because he make the final cut and everything, but they never won't hold him.
Yeah, he just was, man, he was tough, man. I seen a guy that was like, okay, and made himself into a good fucking ball player. Right. Okay in high school, college, but he made himself into a good fucking ball player 3 years later. Who
was the guy when y'all was coming to DC saying, we got him next, we got to play him? Who was some of those guys that y'all knew y'all coming down?
Man, y'all had so many. I remember like the guys that I was like, John Battle was one. You know, what's that man? The fast dude, Dominic Presley.
Oh yeah.
Dominic Presley. Kirk Smith, Melvin Middleton, and listen.
Melvin.
The toughest guy that I think I had to go against was Boosie Thornton. I mean, not Boosie, Bootney Green.
Bootney
Green.
Yeah, Clarence Green, machine.
He was just, he could play with us.
Right.
No, we always ask, man, come on, man, you need to be with us, man.
Right, yeah.
No, we always say, come on, Baltimore, man, we got a spot for you. Come on, because he was that kind of guy. We need that gritty, Bootney can play 1 through 4. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need a guy who can play every position, make a shot, run a lane, you know. We ran for layups, man. We got a lot of layups in the coalition.
Yeah.
You know? We got a lot of layups in the coalition, but
Y'all was coming to win.
Yeah, we was
Y'all
coming to win.
wasn't come for showtime. Y'all wasn't come for nothing cute.
Listen, Bone, let me tell you something, man. I used to wake up. I've been out all night, man. I used to get up. I stay at my grandma's house for a reason. You know, my grandma used to always say, Sam, if you don't get up, because it's like 20 cars waiting for you. What are they waiting for you for? I said, we got a game over DC, man. They all right, them chill out there. They can eat some crabs. So I live in front of a crab house and back of a crab house.
Right.
So I said, they eat some crabs till I wake up. You know, I don't know how them jokers get up this early. So, man, I get up, man. I'm sure it'd be like 20 cars waiting on me to go over DC to the coalition to get in. Because they couldn't get in on their own. So if I walk in there, you know, they gonna let, you know, Sam, who you with? I was like, all of them. All of them. So dudes like, all right, Sam. Man,
So all this long, I thought you had an entourage. That was
no, they was just dudes that I knew around the neighborhood. If you have family that came to Baltimore, tell your family to New York, they came to Baltimore, and you say, man, I know Sam Cassell. They might say, no, you don't. They say, get in the car. They come straight to my grandma's house. If they see my car outside, they know I'm in the house. Knock on the door, you know, Miss Joni, Miss Norman, Sam in there. Yeah, who's that baby? You know, they look through the screen door. And he right there. You know, I get up, and that's how easy it was for me. You know, I was so always accessible. You know, that's the thing. I was accessible to that. You know, you can see me walking down the street by myself. You know, just walking down the street. Where you going, man? I'm going to the local market by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like.
yeah, that's
do something to me, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I remember one year in the Herbal, my team went to the championship, CB Entertainment. We was playing against Charles Smith, Kirk Smith, that whole mob. Y'all had got, matter of fact, I think we put y'all to play, or y'all got put up to play, or in Baltimore, and you was in the stands. And I had this, and they was like, man, Sam's trying to play with you. You was sitting on the end of the joint, right? You sitting on the door, and I'm looking up, I say, dang, you was like, yeah, I'm trying to run. And I was like, I
remember that. Yeah, I got to go to my guy.
I had the concept in my brain because every team that went that year, except y'all, the only one didn't do this, but y'all had lost a particular year. When they lose, their recruiter never play on somebody else's team. And then load up. So my thing was I want to win the championship with the same team I got, right? So I'm like, nah, man, I appreciate it, man. I say, dang, I should get this myself. I appreciate them. When
I was
we
young
getting
boy,
and we getting the look. They getting the layup line. They pulled out Greg Mound. They pulled the NBA dude, put him in their line. I said, oh shit, man. But I always think about that, man.
I remember that.
Yeah. I always think about that, man. So how did you and Kenny from We Are One, how did y'all form y'all relationship?
Man, it was crazy, man. Kenny used to work at Athlete's Foot, and I was in D.C. with Mike Brown, and I go in the store, and man, we just hit it off from there, man. He gave me, back then I was a shoe horse, so he gave me a couple pair of sneakers, and that was my man ever since. You know what I'm saying? I had a major hookup at a shoe store. You know what I'm saying? So any kind of sneaker I wanted. You know, I gave him a call, he'd pull it to the side, you know, and he just like, make me $30. You know, maybe Air Force Ones be like $30. So man, we just became cool. Then he created a clothing line, you know what I'm saying? Then gave me a couple of shirts and gave me some shorts, and he used to take the pictures and put them on the pictures on his shirt.
I remember he did that, taking a picture of all the ball players and bring it back the next day with y'all the shirt. I said, Kenny cheating, he doing it from the bottom of the deck. Good promo though.
Yeah, good promo. And that's how I started, man. And you know, we've been cool ever since, man. Like, you know, I was one of the guys who took We Are One from where it was at to higher level, because people start seeing it on TV now. And I got all the players wearing it. I got George Carl wearing it, you know. Had a lot of guys wearing it, you know. So that's how I went.
Right, So I know he had put a whole little team. I know Nick Van Axel,
Steve
come on
Francis
thing,
came and later and did it, you know. So we had a lot of guys, and it was so popular in the city of Houston because we wore it, and everybody Houston's like, what is this? You know, we gave a couple of shirts to Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so I've been knowing Jay Prince I've been knowing Rap A Lot since 1993. I was with Rap A Lot, like basically with Rap A Lot office was trailers back in the day.
Right, yeah.
Had like 2 trailers.
And you said that was what, the
93?
No, I'm saying when I was locked up, in Oakdale, Louisiana, and I just messed with the guys from the South because, they chill and good guys, real wholesome and beautiful guys, right? And when that goddamn Eyes playing trick with dun 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 dun. Oh man, they go from nice guy. They be in the TV room. I said, oh, that's y'all anthem on. Y'all got your anthem on, right? They got your anthem on. That was funny. That was funny. But let me go back actually about one thing. The DC Baltimore. What was the best DC Baltimore basketball game you was a part of or even witnessed?
Oh man, I played. It was in Baltimore at the Dome.
Oh, no.
And I'm in the league, and this was Steve Francis. Yeah. I think he was going to Maryland. He was going to Maryland. He was on the way to Maryland. And, he was just high flying. He was a superstar. And I didn't want to play at that time. I didn't want to play. I was like, listen, man, I ain't ready to play no ball. I've been partying. I've been chilling. I've been playing too much right now. So I let Mark Karch and them play, and Steve and them. Steve got out on us. Steve got out on us, and I knew that he's gonna play his senior year, his junior year, and turn pro. I knew that. So when he turned pro, I never forget to tell my boy, saying, "I'm gonna get him on the stage. And I'm gonna get him back for y'all. I'm gonna get him back because there's a lot of guys on that team, the Baltimore team, they was mad at me because I didn't play.
Right.
But I ain't want to play. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't want to play. I ain't want to become me against him. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I was gonna win. He was too young. I just knew I had too many tricks and trades for him for him to be successful against me at that particular time. But Steve was a hell of a talent, man. And I never forget it. Fast forward 9 months later, 10 months later, I'm in Milwaukee playing with the Bucks, and he with the Rockets. Opening night. Opening night, the story he told everybody, I got him drunk the day before the game and everything. Right. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know when I was a rookie, my first game that I played, I wasn't out in no damn club drinking. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even starting. But that was false. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. That was false. It was just like, I got him. I said, okay. I remember, I never forget that day, shoot around. We had J.R. Reed on our team, Big Dog. We had Ray Allen. We had a good team.
He had a mob. Tim Thomas. He had a mob, man. I was the one more with that mob, too. J.R. Reed's from Virginia. Right. J.R. Reed said, what you going to know, that deep voice, what you going to do, Sam? I say, give me that ball, Junior. We call him Junior. I said, Junior, give me that ball. Right. I'm dance tonight, baby. Dance tonight. And I swear, and I'm playing against my former team, which I never should have been traded. You know what I'm saying? Never should have traded me. That hurt you today, huh, man?
That hurt me to the day. Right. That hurt me to the day because, I thought they were star searching. We won 2 championships.
And crazy. I'm gonna get to Houston. I'm gonna go back on that story right that you say about the Dome. Yeah. That was my favorite.
That's my favorite.
That's my Baltimore
joint. I was coaching the Baltimore team.
Yeah, I remember the joint. And it's funny because a lot of people walk away talking about Steve. We drove the camp up there. We had all days. They had like about like 15. We had about 10. And it's crazy because that really, to be truthful with you, it gave me a whole different perspective about Baltimore. Yeah. Because we went up there with the mentality about the DC Baltimore thing. Yeah. So it's like we got the camera, we got my clothes in the street. Yeah. We all dressed up because we think it's gonna be some shit when we listening, right?
Nothing that.
Man, they showed so much love. But the joint I'm gonna tell you about the Steve actually they wasn't hip. Even all the DC team wasn't hip with Steve because we had Kurt killing. Kurt killed that game. Yeah, Kurt killed Lonnie Rail killed that game. And then we killed y'all on the board with Big Dave Butler and Big Mike Smith. But the whole time, Steve on the sideline, the little space y'all got in between the benches, where people can stand up in there. Yeah, he was so antsy. He was up, man, trying to get in. My man Fat Will, rest in peace. They wasn't hip to him. So I kept on saying, man, they kept on saying, let Shorty go. When he went in there. Everything everybody talked about, that was like 3 or 4 possessions. Yeah. As soon as he came in that mother, he took off, your man Kirk Lee went up top of his head. Yeah. Boom. But, man. That's why I had to get him back for Kirk Lee. Can't duck my best friend he went on top of his head. I remember all the Baltimore dudes like, man, who the fuck is that? We like, that's Steve. He coming to Maryland next year, right? Yeah. But, man, that really changed my outlook on the whole Baltimore-DC relationship, man, because I swear, we was out in the middle of the street, the game over. Everybody gone.
Everybody chilling.
We selling shirts. Dudes just coming buying them, man. Give me your number. Ain't nobody say nothing slick. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it was all love, man. It was all love, man. But that was a hell of a game. I remember they said we kept on saying, why Sam ain't play? They kept on saying they mad at Sam, man. They wasn't Sam to play, man.
The whole city, I remember, I'll never forget. I came after the game. I sat down we call Miami Strip, we call it the Strip. I sat down on the Strip, and they was like, man, you should play. I say, how y'all gonna tell me what I should do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the boss of this temple. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying, so fast forward, like I said, Steve went to his junior year and dominated. And opening night in the NBA, man, it was the Milwaukee Bucks against the Houston Rockets in Houston. So Steve really had this wasn't about Steve. This was me about Rudy Tomjanovich and the Rockets for trading me. You know,
he's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, the wrong place at the wrong time.
And
That's
the Kirk Lee on the back of the head.
Yeah, everything, man, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody saying he going like all the DC dudes saying, man, that young boy Steve gonna kill Sam, man. He too slow for him, and I was like,
see, I got Steve scheduled for 4 weeks from now. I guess he gonna speed it up when he see this. He gonna rush it here, man.
Yeah,
so
you
ready to get it out. So there wasn't no drinks involved. There wasn't nothing.
One thing about Flip said to me: the truth cannot be controversial. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My late coach Flip said the truth cannot be controversial. So I put it on the Rockets. I'm not gonna say just on Steve. I just go, I know one play he went baseline dunked on me, and he hopped. Steve was so athletic. He hopped down the court and looking at me, and I was like, okay, young fella, you got it. I can't do that. I can't do that now. Right. I'm hit this 15-foot jumper. I'm hit this turnaround, post you up. He never seen nobody to post him up.
Right.
He never seen that.
And your game, and that's what I'm saying, your game was so efficient, and you knew where you wanted to get at. You know where your strong point court. Like, you had a game almost like how trainers train you, but you ain't come up with a lot of trains. You just shot ball. So where'd that come from?
Man, I just knew that I wasn't a great 3-point shooter, and I had a great pull-up jump shot, and I can get to anywhere on the basketball court with the ball. I don't care if you send me, like, I like to go left, and you try to take my left hand away, I'm still gonna get back left.
Right.
I can get to the hole. I had a layup game, and I was just tough. I was just tough as a basketball player. Right. I wasn't fast. I couldn't jump. No athleticism. Back then I had a little bit, but man, I just knew. I just had a relationship with the basket. I know how to put that thing in a hole.
Out the park, niggas know me. Curtbone, little homie. All days, yeah. Been a road.
Thank you for watching Changing Jewels on CurtboneTV. If you like the jewels that we are dropping, subscribe, hit the notification, and share with some friends. And I'll see you on the next episode of Changing Jewels, CurtboneTV.